Good morning, everybody. How you doing? Well, today I'm going to be putting in the crisscrosses. Yes, we're going to be working with more angles again. We're trying the block of wood idea, which I've used before, and that will give me the bottom angle, and then we'll just draw on the inside of this with the top angle. You gotta be a contortionist. First of all, I'm using the 51-cent bargain wood that I got last fall at Home Depot. And then we've got on the picnic table over there, I bought 4 2x4s full length Douglas fir. But we're using these first. In case we screw up on the angles, we can go into those others. Looks like we got a 45 on that one. Because it's a good thing if it was more than 45, like 50 or 55 degrees, we'd have to freehand it. In other words, I'd have to pull it out like this, away from the fence, and I've done that before, and cut it. But it's a 45, so we should be okay. Well, I don't know if I want to go over there and try it or not. What do you think? Should I try it? Yeah, I guess I better. Nope, that block of wood screwed me up. We're going to have to do the guessing angle again. Putting the block of wood down on the bottom screws you up. Look at the top here. Okay, found another bargain wood. I cut the end. You probably can see the mark down there. I put the 45 already on the other end, marked it up there. I think we should be okay. We're not using that block of wood technique anymore, and I did not put the end of the wood on top of the block, of course, but that screwed me up. All right, here we go. almost 100%. What I'm going to do next is to get another piece cut to go the other way so that I can mark the center like I did on the other crisscross earlier in one of my earlier videos. Alright, I cut this just a little long. Always cut it longer. You can always cut off. You can't put back on. Looks like a ½ inch too long, but I'm going to cut a ¼ inch off because I want that to fit tight in there. The angle at the bottom seems to be a perfect 45. The angle on the top, even on this side over here, is just a little off. I'm not going to worry about that because these angles can drive you up the wall. What I'm going to do is, while these are in, I got to mark the middles part here. Okay, according to this, we're at 10-degree angle here. You can see where we're off a little bit and a little angle. Well, we got to cut down to this line, which is 1 3/4 inches, which is half of the 2x4, and we got to do the same to the other one. Alright, as you can plainly see, we're ready to put this together, but we got to put the wood preservative on the ends, and then I'll coat the whole thing afterwards. We got to do the ends and so forth. Alright, I got the milk on here. Well, the point just barely comes through there, so I'll just either take a file and file it off, or it's not even going to be a problem because nobody's going to get hurt on it anyways. So I'm going to commence to nail the other end, and then commence to nail the piece down here, the inside piece. Now you'll probably notice I did not pre-drill because the holes were already there from the old crisscross. Alright, we used the punch to get these down in there because you try to get the hammer in there, at least for me, and you ended up banging the wood here and you're banging the wood here. You know, maybe a carpenter can do it, but I can't. So, and I flattened the dulled the point a little bit because these two are in line and I didn't want to split this 2x6. So now we got that end in. Now we got to work on the inside piece here. I hate these damn keyless chucks. I'm gonna put a number 12 in there, not a 16. Otherwise I have to use a bigger drill bit. Pound on it too hard and then you'll end up knocking out the top and bottom here. Anybody care for a cup of milk? I got lots of milk here. Stuff is ridiculous.
My heart will be broken till my dying day. Your eyes told the story of the price I must pay. While I was one teardrop and one step away. I know I will miss you, and my heart will never mend. If I can't be your sweetheart, can I still be your friend? Every single day, while I am one teardrop and one step away. Just one teardrop and one step away. My heart will be broken on my dying day. Your eyes told the story. Soon the baby will be older, and they'll fit his tiny feet. Won't he look last night I came home and I knocked on our door. I called to my love as I had before. I knocked and I knocked, but no answer there came.
This is what screws it up when I have to chisel them out like this.
A voice called my name. I couldn't believe it was true. Oh, I couldn't believe it was true. My eyes filled with tears. I must have aged in years. I couldn't believe it was true.
The hardest thing on woodworking to do is to cut notches out like this. Very difficult. We're going to finish off camera. Well, I gotta make the crisscross for over here now. Okay, we got that angle perfect. We got that angle perfect. So the only difference is we're going to have it nailed here instead of here. That is a little bit of a problem, but like I say, that one's done the same way there. You can see that, how these would are nailed this way instead of down through the top. We're going to make some changes here. I think we're going to cut another one. It's got the extra 2x4. And we're going to try to do one like this, where the angle is sitting here so I can use these nail holes here. Well, I got nail holes here too. And this is a little shy here. So I think I'm going to attempt to cut another one for this one and replace it. That way they'll all look symmetrical, I guess you can call it. Okay, that's a lot better. Alright, I get one piece in there. I use these same nail holes here. I'm using number 10s. I'll put the other one down at the bottom here. Got to drill first. Okay, I'm putting the other one in now. I've already put the wood preservative on them, so they're a little damp yet. We'll do the top one first. Now we'll do the lower. That way we can adjust it. If you put two nails on the top, you're not going to be able to move it, at least wise, very well. We got some more nails. We'll do that off camera. Alright, I got to put a nail in the center here. soften that up, I gotta put a board behind it so I can put my knee up against it. Well, if I do say so myself, the angles came out really good. If I didn't have that chop saw, I don't even want to think of how bad this would look. And you got to try it. You got to cut a little at a time. And you got to get the angle just right, because even though you draw the line here on the bottom, you can't do that. I tried with the piece of wood on the bottom. That don't work, so I don't use that method. I just guess at the angles and keep guessing. Make sure I start out with a long piece of wood, a little longer than I need. Keep getting the angle till I want it. When I hold it down to that point and hold it up here and then mark over here, you can see it comes out good. Now, I only got this bad part here. What I'm going to do is I'm going to cut this off. Anyways, I got to cut it to get it out of there. But I'd like to put a piece in there, but I'm not going to be able to union them together. There's no way I'm going to be able to do that to make it look good. Can't half lap them. It's too much work. Just as easy to take it all out and put a new one in, and then instead of doing this business here, probably cut them and nail them through the top, like every other one has been done here. And we only got a little bit of nail coming out of here. I can file that if I have to. So that's the story there. Come back in a minute and I decide what I'm going to do about this one. Well, I took it out. Yeah, we're going to try to do a different angle system on this. Now you can do some measurements and get something to go in there. Experiment with that angle down there until that sits flat. And when it's in that corner up there, then we know we get the bottom angle correct and we'll just draw a line. That's how we did it the last time, worked out very well. It came out to about a 28-degree angle. We had about 3 cuts in order to get the angle right. It's flat down on the deck, and then we drew the angle for the top. So we're going to go cut that right now. I stand corrected. It's a 20-degree angle. get a shave of this a little bit here. I always cut a little bit longer and I can just shave it off. That's the beauty of these power tools like this chop saw. Just for the heck of it, I'm going to turn this around and I'll bet you the angles will be different. Yeah, the length is different, so we gotta do that, but we can figure the 20-degree angle and we'll work from there. Okay, this is a 20-degree angle, these here. This is a 24-degree angle. So this is what I mean about angles, you know, they can drive you nuts. And I'm nuts enough as it is. Okay, now you can see that angle. How we got to do it. But at least we got these things where we can put the tops, you know, put the nails down through the tops instead of making that sharp angle. So we just got to do the sharp angle in the middle at the crisscross point there, because that's the only way we're going to be able to do it. And the last time I did it back in '86, I used the table saw and I had to freehand it through the table saw because, again, the miter gauge don't allow anything more than a 45 degree, and that, I don't know what the degree is on that, probably somewhere around 60 or so. It's a little wider than I like it. What you can do about it. blade thickness gets you every time. We'll go do the next one. We'll do that off camera because I'm getting sawdust all over this camera here. Well, ready for installation. We're going to nail that in there. We're looking pretty good here. Okay. Make sure that's flushed out over there. I'm not even going to try to drive a nail further over on the other side because I'm not going to be able to do it. End up bending it. It's not going nowhere. 2 nails in each one on the top and 1 on the bottom. We put 1 in the middle now to secure the pieces together. And we'll do that off camera. Alright, we're going to make our last round here. I think the lines will be covered up with the paint anyways. Made that a little too wide. We just put a shim in there. That's it. The project is done except for painting. Well, that's it, folks. Hope you enjoyed this project. We got it done. May not be the standard way of making angles, but it works for me. Thanks for watching. See you on the next project whenever that will come.